They are an outspoken pair who don't always see eye to eye. But they both agree on what should always follow a ferocious row, a good laugh and a drink. Or preferably two. Piers Morgan and Sharon Osbourne may have had a turbulent relationship over the years, with Sharon once admitting she tried to throttle Piers when they first met, but now they have formed a firm friendship through protecting freedom of speech. With both of the opinionated powerhouses presenting new shows on Talk TV, they have come together to calmly discuss the lost art of arguing. Piers, 57, says, "I love having a good old tear-up and then a good drink and a laugh, and we've lost that second part of the equation. Sometimes an argument is very spirited, very animated, and then we have a glass of wine and a great laugh." Sharon, 69, agrees, "Real friendship should give you that openness to be so truthful. That's what you do with people who are real friends. You can say what you feel, you can get really angry with each other, and boom, the next day we're back on again." With Piers, it might take him a couple. The duo reunited over Zoom to discuss their exciting new ventures on Talk TV after they both found themselves the victims of cancel culture, leaving their jobs on hit shows because of their straight-talking ways. And now they're fighting back against the worryingly powerful woke voices which they felt tried to drown them out. Piers, whose new show Piers Morgan Uncensored comes to Talk TV on April 25, says, "Cancel culture is as dangerous to society in its own way, in terms of its attack on free speech and free expression, as coronavirus has been and could be over the next few years and decades, actually, more dangerous. You can have a vigorous debate with somebody, vehemently disagree, and be severely critical. You can call me all sorts of things. That's fine. But the moment you try to get me fired, as Meghan Markle did on Good Morning Britain, where she personally writes to the boss of ITV and demands my head on a plate, that is cancel culture right there." In March 2021, Meghan was one of 40,000 people to complain about Piers's comments on Good Morning Britain, following her interview with Oprah Winfrey when she made claims against the royal family. Bosses at ITV gave him two choices. Piers says, "I used to think GMB was uncensored, and then of course it turned out that I actually was being censored, in the sense that I was told I had to apologize for just not believing Princess Pinocchio or I would have to leave the building. So I took the leave the building option, which I thought was a sad moment for me and for the show. But of course, what it really did was focus one's mind on what is free speech." Meanwhile, Sharon, a former X Factor and America's Got Talent judge, was dramatically sacked from U.S. program The Talk after she supported Piers on Twitter during the Meghan row. Sharon's experience after being embroiled in the Meghan row also sparked a desire to speak up, something she will be able to do on her new show The Talk, on Talk TV. The show, which will stream in the UK, America and Australia, will gather a group of opinionated guests to discuss the biggest news stories of the day. She says of the show's open discussion format, "It's not personal, it's somebody's opinion, so if you don't like it, you tell the person why you don't like it, why you don't agree with them, and you move on. At the same time, you can maybe have a laugh with each other and it all ends in a very positive way. The viewer might not agree with you, but they will learn something from other people's opinions. It is possible to discuss these things in an adult way, not with fear of being let go. Everything is open for a conversation, for a debate, as long as it's not spewing hate. And that's what is so liberating about Talk TV. You don't have to be one thing to be on this network. And that's what is so freeing. Freedom is something Piers and Sharon both agree on, and he can't help but interrupt, like Nelson Mandela when he came out of prison. It's like the long walk to free speech freedom. People say cancel culture doesn't exist. Well, tell that to Sharon. She spent a year in the wilderness, unemployable in America, where she'd been a massive star for decades. Simply, her crime was tweeting that I was entitled to my opinion. She didn't even agree with it. At her £9 million home in Los Angeles, she says, "It's friendly debate, friendly discussions. It's like looking at a painting with 100 other people, you'll get 100 different opinions on that painting. I mean, we're not all going to sit there arm in arm, but I don't like those shows that they produce over here where if you don't agree, they start slinging chairs at each other." The pair have often had heated debates themselves, with Piers previously revealing how Sharon tried to strangle him in a clash at dinner after joining the America's Got Talent judging panel. When Piers Morgan stormed off the set of Good Morning Britain in early March after his colleague Alex Beresford challenged him about his comments about Prince Harry and, especially, Meghan Markle, it looked like it was the last we'd see of him on ITV's celebrated breakfast chat show. But Morgan has long maintained that the vast majority of Britons are right behind me in his rhetorical crusade against, as he so maturely calls Markle, the Pinocchio princess. Now, not yet 3 months since the Oprah Winfrey interview that led a match to this kindling, it may be that Morgan has won this round. The Sun is reporting that Good Morning Britain has been in a ratings slump since Meghan and the show parted ways. The paper quotes Meghan saying they reached out, "There have been approaches. Never say never." But if you think time away from the spotlight has led to a mellower attitude concerning the California-based couple who have stepped down from their royal duties, that does not seem to be the case. The one-time CNN host said that he felt Harry and Meghan should be stripped of their titles for trashing the institution and causing a lot of damage.